Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's around 5:30 in the afternoon, and I just got back from the country grocery store and I found some strawberries. They were $1.99 for the 16-ounce packages. That was a good buy. Got bananas for 69 cents a pound. That was a good buy. Then I found in their little sale cart these craisins, dried cranberries, for 99 cents a package. And you know, you can always use these. Here's some good dried cranberry oatmeal chocolate raisin cookies. You can do a lot with these. So, you know, when I find these were December 2nd of 24. They're still good though, y'all. They're still good, but for 99 cents, I'll stick them in the freezer. I'll use them in a cookie pretty soon or something. We'll do something like that. But today, I asked Mother what she wanted and she couldn't tell me, so we're gonna have spaghetti. I know y'all like spaghetti. So that's what we're gonna have today, spaghetti. I'm gonna get Granny Pat, I call it Granny Pat, big pot out. I got spices all over the stove when I got them out of the spice thing. So I'm going to turn my pan on so I can get our sauce made. Now this is just a quick sauce today. I'm not going to fuss about it or scream about it or anything else. I'm going to get tomatoes. I'll get some tomatoes. And I better get a microphone. Hold on a second. I'll get the hook up for the microphone. It shows that it's recording. So I knew when I was frying in this skillet or pan, y'all would probably not be able to hear me very well. So I'm going to put the little fluffy ball on there. We got to have a little fluffy ball today. Let's see if that cuts down on that sound. I don't know if it will or not, but we're going to try it. Okay, so today we're going to do our spaghetti sauce first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my oregano oil. Can't beat oregano oil when you're making spaghetti. That's oregano oil olive oil that's infused. And you can make that yourself. Use your oregano from the garden, put it in olive oil, let it set for as long as you can. You can infuse anything in your olive oils. So we're going to take about, I'd say a teaspoon to a tablespoon, whatever you like, of your garlic. Take a fresh onion, because when you're making spaghetti you need fresh stuff in it for it to be really good and Italian flavored. Salt. Let's just cut up some onions. Let's just cut it up. And I like the larger pieces. I don't necessarily have to have them all chopped up. If you caramelize those, so we'll caramelize them. How about that? Then they'll be easier for us all to eat. I'll cut them a little smaller. You can leave them large, or you can leave them a little bit smaller. got that spice all over the stove. We're just going to let these just, I'm going to get a wallop of butter and put in there too. Just for some good butter for flavor. Because you want your spices and all that really good. Let's move our nanners. I'm going to wrap the stem with those with plastic wrap, and that keeps them from going so bad. If you'll individually go in between there and wrap this stem with plastic wrap, it'll keep gases from turning them so bad. And we're just going to let this turn it up a little bit. It's getting brown, but you want them to just caramelize on down so they won't be too thick. So I'm going to get my northern pestle out. I'm going to take, for this size, I'm going to take a tablespoon of basil. About a tablespoon of rosemary. And about a tablespoon of thyme. Now, in your original Italian seasoning, you've got oregano, basil, rosemary, thyme, parsley, sage, and then bay leaves, red pepper flakes. So, let's get a little bay leaf here. We just want a little bit in our stuff, so let's pull this one out. I don't think I'm going to need the whole thing, so I'm just going to break me a piece of bay leaf off. And I'm just going to put it in my mortar and pestle. Get that so it won't be and I'm going to put a little sugar in there just to help with the sauce, just a little bit. About a teaspoon. Then I'm going to put some mustard seed. Remember, if you have a faith as small as one of those mustard seeds in the Lord, that's all you need. The faith of a mustard seed. Okay, so now we're going to crunch. Let me turn that down. It's starting to get a little going there, but they're getting caramelized. About having that basil, I want this ground down quite good. And I ground it nearly to a powder usually. On the bay leaf you have to, they'll finally, you grind them on down because it takes a little bit to get the bay leaf ground, but not to be ground all the way. Let's go ahead and just put that in there. Well, once that hits that pan, you can smell that. Let those get a little. Okay, I'm going to turn it back to a 5. And y'all can see how that's caramelizing that stuff there. Let me get my tomatoes. Today I'm going to use a large can of diced tomatoes, just a great value. And then I'm going to use this ground chuck, which was $5 a pound. We don't have to have all of it. We just use half of our ground chuck. That's some good meat there. Just go ahead and put that in there. You don't want to waste none. It's too damn expensive. That's 1.26 pounds. 1.25. Now we can use this. I'm going to wrap it up real good and take it out of that. What I probably will do is just, since I'm not going to freeze it, I'm just going to score my package. Get this off. And I'm just going to flip that up. And I'll take one of my bags. And I'll flip that up and I'll just put that in there like a little envelope. Put that in the refrigerator. The refrigerator. And we'll have it. Now we want to get this meat cooked down in there. You know, this is a basis for a lot of things. I'll get that cooked down. Now, now then, while I'm doing that, I'm going to get over Kick. I'm going to turn that burner on back there. I'm not going to need this big old pot, but I'm going to go ahead and use it because I like the flat bottom of it and it don't take as long to get hot. I'll just put about that much water. I'm going to set that over here. I'm going to give us some salt. Then I'm going to get I just used the spaghetti noodles, the thinner ones. And I'll get them over the sink so I can break them. Break them up. I don't like a big. I'll go ahead and break them so that you don't have any trouble when you're eating your spaghetti. You don't have to worry about it. So, I'll get that one as well. And I've told y'all before, you stir this. Look how that's getting brown and good. Now that's getting really nice. See that? I'm going to get all that pink out of there and make sure that's cooked good. I'm going to go ahead and add You can if you want to, and I do. And I do want to. I'm just going to add my salt to taste. Put some pepper in there. Gotta have pepper. Go ahead and get that on going. Now you can put, I had bell peppers and all that, you could put that in there, but I'm doing it just this way with plain old timey spaghetti from, and I'm going to take my whole can of these just diced like great value tomatoes, and I'm just going to pour them down in my pan there. And I'm going to stir that around, let them start cooking on down. Turn it back up so you can get that done. I see there how that's coming together there. Okay, back to the noodles. The reason, don't write in and tell me because I've told y'all this. I've had so many ladies that cook, I thought they would have known this years ago, but they don't. Or gentlemen too, I don't know. But shouldn't you let the water boil before you put your spaghetti in and stuff like that, you know, they just, I just quit answering them because, like I've told y'all, if they want to watch me cook, okay, don't tell me how to do things or don't suggest things because I'm not going to listen to you. So there's no sense in it. Unless it's something very crucial. But on spaghetti, you do not need to start your water boiling. You need, when you're using spaghetti that's pre-made in those packages like I use, you need all the time you can get for those noodles to soften up. The only time that you would boil your water with salt is if you've made fresh noodles and I've cut them here on my flour board and then I'm dropping them in or using them from my pasta machine from fresh made products, not dried or dehydrated. They need the time in the water as much as you can give them. They need to get their little bath. They need their little time in that water. So no, you don't have to start boiling the water before you put your noodles in because it needs that time. So that's all I'm going to say about that, as Forrest Gump said. Now I'm going to turn those on high and let those get up there going. I'm going to let this cook down pretty good here. So we want that to just boil, kind of like I do the green beans. We want it to boil. So, let me get this put up. And I'm just going to let that other stuff cook there for just a little bit. This is not difficult at all to make. So what I'm going to do, because I got one of those, I had two different kinds of salad. So I'm going to use this chop kit today and make my little salad. It's the dough, and I got it on sale because it was out a little while ago, so we're going to check it and make sure that it's still good. Most of the time they are. Most of the time they're very good. So what I'll do is get us I'm going to get her just a salad bowl. I'm going to get one of these Corral bowls and just put her some of this salad in it. So she'll have some salad to go with her spaghetti. I love salad, but I just cannot eat it, as y'all understand. So then I'll put this back in here and we'll use this later on. I guess we could. I'll tell you what we can do though. Since I forgot the other Parmigiano, we'll just use that for our salad and I think I'll use some of this, little bit of this dressing for her. She probably would like this dressing. Now first I'm going to rinse this. Even though it's in that deal, I'm going to rinse that. Just get anything off. There was something. I just think it kind of crisped it up a little bit. And that's good too. Okay, now that's cooking down real well. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We'll put a dressing on here for Mama. And now we've got her salad ready for her tray. We'll set it there. Now I had a small container I could put the salad dressing in, and I will. Make sure I got her. Her little red tray. Today I'm going to use the red tray and get her salad on there. Rinse my get a towel, paper towel. I'll dry off my screen door strainer, the big one. Get it back on the wall. I try to clean up as I go if I can. Now get that put back up on the wall. Under by chicky chick. Okay, see how that spaghetti sauce is boiling down. Now, let me try to see about this. You want to keep that from getting stuck in our pan. We'll just let that cook a little bit there. Try to clean up what little mess I've got. Don't have too bad of a mess today, right now. And then instead of that, let me get I'm going to go ahead and take my garlic back out. And I'm going to do a couple of little garlic breads. And I might just do it, I've done it this way and I've done it that way. So I think I'll just do it this way instead of putting my, I'll set this over in case I decide to do it that way. But I think it'd probably be best just to get me some butter, just to give you a little butter. I think I'll do three pieces of bread. Mother doesn't eat a lot of bread, but I'll set my little rack right there, so I'll put this on, just some butter on that bread. That's that challenge butter, and I love it because it's just like if I home make it. It doesn't have anything in it that I should worry about. It's a good butter. I've researched it. And I'll use that butter up. Then I'm going to get some ranch dip. Just plain old ranch dip. Usually I buy it on sale, but they didn't have it on sale today. So I'll take that ranch dip. I'm not going to use enough of it to worry about if it's got whatever in it. Clean my butter spreader off. Now what I do with that ranch dip is I get it and I use it just like I did the butter. I just spread it onto the bread. That's getting a little moist because it's on that spaghetti noodles. I'll show you in just a second when I get this spread around here. You can use ranch dip for a lot of things. And I didn't really know that till I started getting it on sale and trying to use it up. And then I realized how good it was to use in many things. So now I've got these, and I'm just going to put them in our little toaster oven. And that'll give us a garlicky flavored kind of a good bread, because that cream will make it soft. So we'll put it in our little big convection oven, and we'll toast it, and we'll start. So we'll see how that comes out. And let me check the noodles again. Now those are starting to get nearly pretty done. Let's take one and they used to say throw it against the wall. I'm not going to throw it against. No, it still needs cook. Not a lot though. Probably if I turn that off, it'll be fine. Got spice all over the place, don't I? Well, that's all right. Now the way I do it is I mix my sauce and everything together. So let me, excuse me, let me get I'll use my big colander. I'll get my big colander and I'm going to put these into the, I'm going to set my colander down in the sink, and then I'm going to swirl that around and just put it in there and strain them out. Okay, we've got that out of there. Let's get all that water out. I'm straining these noodles, y'all. Just wait a minute. Got them straightened out. Got my noodles straightened out. Now here's another thing you can do with your ranch dip. I take it and I put it on my noodles, and it gives a good a big spoon. I'm looking at the toast. I put a big wallop of this right down in my noodles. Let it melt a little bit. Let's mix that around. See how you're mixing that cream into that? See how that mixes around your... Now that's just good by itself. Let me check my breads. It could be a little darker, so we'll do it one more whirl. Let's see how that's down in there. Now that'll just give you a... Now you can take this and serve it and then put your meat sauce on it, but I'm gonna put my meat sauce into this because we're gonna plan to eat this a day or two, and I don't have very many people, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pour our spaghetti. Oh, it smells great, y'all. Great, great, great. Now I'm just going to fold that in. Fold that spaghetti in there. Just like that. Now we'll take our Parmesan cheese and we'll get us a bowl. Let me get a bowl. Or a plate. You can do a plate or a bowl. We'll just do a plate. We'll get us some of this out here. Like this. Now then. This is where the Parmigiano goes on. Just like that. So there's our spaghetti with our Parmigiano sauce. Let me get this wiped up just a hair. I'm going to turn the toast off. Got the fires off. Got the kitchen stove kind of clean, but not all the way. So now we've got Mama's plate that I'm doing right here for her. So I'm going to give her a salad and I'm going to give her plate, and I'm going to get one of our little lift this out. Set it right there. Let's see, that's not too hot. I need to get over here, get her a piece of toast out. And I'll cut this into fours. See how that ranch dressing just congeals on there, kind of makes kind of a crouton spaghetti.